August the 14th. This isn't for fun, it's for life. Philosophy isn't a parlor trick or made for show. It's not concerned with words, but with facts. It's not employed for some pleasant pleasure before the day is spent, or to relieve the uneasiness of our leisure. It shapes and builds up the soul. It gives order to life. Guides action, shows what should and shouldn't be done. It sits at the rudder, steering. It sits at the rudder, steering our courage as we vacillate in our uncertainties. Without it, no one can live without fear or free from care. Countless things happen over every hour that require advice, and such advice to be sought out in philosophy. Seneca, Moral Letters, 60.3. This isn't for fun, it's for life. Philosophy isn't a parlor trick or for show. It's not concerned with words, but with facts. It's not employed for some pleasure before the day is spent, or to relieve the uneasiness of our leisure. It shapes and molds up the soul. It gives order to life, guides action, shows what should and shouldn't be done. It sits at the rudder, steering our course as we vacillate in uncertainties. Without it, no one can live without fear or free from care. Countless things happen every hour that require advice, and such advice is to be sought out in philosophy. There is a story about Cato the Elder, whose great-grandson, Cato the Younger, became a towering figure in Roman life. One day, Cato witnessed a fine oration from Canisides, a skeptic philosopher who waxed poetically on the importance of justice. Yet the next day, Cato found Carneades arguing passionately about the problems with justice, that it was merely a device invented by society to create order. Cato was aghast at this kind of philosopher who treated such a precious topic like a debate where one would argue both sides of the issue purely for show. What on earth was the point? And so he lobbied the Senate to have Carneades sent back to Athens, where he would no longer corrupt the Roman youth with his rhetorical tricks. To Stoic, the idea of idly discussing some issue, of believing or arguing two contradictory ideas, is absurd waste of time, energy, and belief. As Seneca said, philosophy is not a fun trick, it's for use, for life. This isn't for fun, it's for life. It's pure. Justice is what we're reflecting, justice being pure. It doesn't have two sides. Justice is justice. You just know something is justified. But what we see, but the duality, the creation of duality of justice, what is justified and what there's no such thing as not being justified or being justified. It's just justice. It's just pure. It's not up for argument. It's not up for an opinion or a belief. It's just pure. But what we see, justice in politics, is argued what is justice and what is not. And this is just for show, right? It's a big show in the House of Commons, in the Congress, in whichever house or place these politicians may sit or have discourse. You can see when you see the House of Commons, if you can't see that that's not a show, then I don't know. Creating a right and a wrong to control the masses. So a way of corruption, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's a way of corruption. Maybe it's a way of keeping the trick, the illusion. It's keeping the illusion that there is right and wrong. And justice has two sides when it's just, it just is, you just know. We have the consciousness, we have the awareness to know. You know when someone's playing a trick on you. We sense it. We have the ability to sense, the innate ability to sense it. But we have forgotten this. We have forgotten this fact through just looking out there instead of in knowing we have so far greater powers to distinguish, make our own decisions, what's right and wrong. But what we do, there's a societal programming, conditioning to create this belief that no, let's believe what the Labour Party say, let's believe what the Tories say, just hold our beliefs with someone else's belief. When we all have our own beliefs, we all have our own truths. But uncertainty is created through mainstream media, through fear and doubt and anger. And this turns our impulses on. It checks us in when we don't need it, when it's unnecessary to check in. So how about we check out of out there and check in here and feel. And philosophy is for life. The facts. Yeah, it's not. We're not concerned with what is said. It's the facts. It's the science. Just tell me the facts. It's objective. It's understanding objective and subjective. When someone says, "Oh, this is right," or "This is wrong," you should do this. You should do that. So it's understanding our own powers to make our own decisions. Is it right or is it wrong? Or am I just going to believe what that person says without any facts or without any looking at the science, or just believing, just numbing ourselves with, oh, that person says we should do this, I'll just do that. And fear is created by the powers. If you don't do this, this may happen. And we are on the surface of that. If you don't do this, if you don't do what I will tell you, we're going to fine you, we're going to send you to prison, we're going to kill you, whatever it is. They tap into our innate animal fears. To trigger, it's like the program of, oh, now to make us do what they want us to do. We're like robots. It's like treated like robots, like they know what buttons to press. But we can check out of a robot because we are not robots. They think they know what buttons to force control. And yeah, like Ryan says, this resonates, this carnicides. Where he's making a show. He seems making a show of, saying that, oh, justice isn't real. It's a way of corruption. It's a way to corrupt. But it's not an opinion. It's opinions are just opinions. ideas, concepts. The truth is, it's just pure. You do you. You do one step at a time. You don't have to do what I have to tell you. It's okay. Here are the facts. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to tell you what I know, then leave you to that. Let you decide. How about we lived in created a world like that where we're just left to decide what we want to do. We're given the facts. How about governments, states, just give us the facts and let us decide instead of creating these problems and then to fulfill their ego of believing of power and status. But they're doing their best. But we are doing our best and we are doing the work. It's not for debate. Justice is justice. We know. Know where to go. It's all indifferent. We're just here. We're just clear. The mind is clear. Thank you. Enjoy the day, my friend.